wish ingekuwaga na mavumba kwanja manoti ni kuongezea thamani.
Hey y'all, welcome back. So we're going to jump right in. I am going to be using my Benefit eyebrow pencil for me to fill in the brows. First, I do start off with doing the bottom. I go right along the hairline. I do not over draw my brows when it comes to drawing them. So as you can see, I am just lining the bottom. I do start from the middle to the back first, and then I do the front of the brows. And then after that, you see I brush the hair down to make it go the way that I want to, and then I start filling in the top. Next, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia brow brush as well as their eyebrow pomade. I'm not sure on the shade. I believe it's Espresso, but I'm not 100% sure. For sure, I will have it linked below. Now, I do my brows differently. Sometimes I fill it in with pomade. Sometimes I just use the pencil. If you guys want a full video on just how you can fill in your brows or different ways to fill in the brows, let me know in the comments so that way I know that you guys want to see it, and then I'll bring you guys that video, okay? Once I get to the front of the brows, I do light hair stroke, meaning I just take the brush and I do upward stroke just to give it a natural look. I do not add any more product. I'm just using the remainder of the product that's on the brush. To clean my brows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in 4.0. They no longer make this concealer right here, so you wouldn't be able to find it. Thank God I picked up 2 of them when they did have them last year. So I'm just using a Morphe brush. It's basically just a concealer brush to clean the brows, and I'm just going along the brows to just clean it up, okay? When it comes to cleaning up the front of the brows, I don't add any extra product. I just drag the remainder of the product that I had on the brush. So that's what I'm doing now to clean the front, okay? You don't want to go in with too much. Now I am just taking a $1 brush from shopmissa.com. It's the E104 brush. And I'm just blending out the concealer just to make it just look blended and not just there. To prime my lid, I am now going in with the Anastasia eye primer, and I'm just doing little dots to just put a little bit on my lid, not too much because a little goes a long way. And I am just using a brush that is similar to the shop Miss A brush that I used to blend out the concealer, to go ahead and blend that out as well. You can definitely use the same brush. I usually do that. I'm not sure the reason why I didn't use it this time, but yeah, you can definitely use the same brush. So I recently picked up these e.l.f. Eyeshadow liner. I'm not even sure what you call them, but I'm going to be using those today. And the purpose of those is, I'm not sure if you guys ever seen people with like the sharp eyeshadows to where like the line just so precise and they didn't even like line it that way. I'm not even sure how to explain it, but it helps when fall out as well, but it'll give me a sharp edge when I go to put my actual eyeshadow on. Next, I am taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and the Modern Renaissance. This is a great palette if you just want to do neutral, natural looks with just a little pop of brown. And I'm just taking that darker shade that you see that I pointed out, and I am packing it in the outer corner starting off. And guys, to get a good payoff of your eyeshadow, you want to pack your colors and then blend. You don't want to just start off blending. Trust me, you pack them first and then you blend. Now we're going to be going in with that next shade right there, which is a brown. We're going to put that right above that darker brown to kind of blend it out. And you guys know I always say to do the 50-50 method, meaning half of your brush in the previous color you put down and half of the brush out. That is the best way to get your colors to be able to blend together. And I am putting the lighter color a little bit further out than the darker brown, as you can see. And now that I'm done packing, I am now going in and do a blending motion with the last shade to just diffuse that color out so it won't look just like I just placed it there, which is what I'm doing right now. So that's why I say you want to pack and then blend. I am also taking the other brush that I went in, and you can see I am just blending that out as well. I do dip back into the darker brown as I go along, just to make sure that it is still giving me the good effect that I want. And I'm just taking the brushes, I'm going back and forth until I get the desired blended look that I want. So the next color we're going to go into is that shimmery color. I love those two colors right there. When my clients ask for a neutral look, that color, it just brings you the right amount of just pizzazz. And I'm just using a flat concealer brush from Morphe, and I'm just applying that on the lid. I am not doing a cut crease, so it's going to look like I have a cut crease, but I did not actually cut my crease. I just placed the shadow down in a cut crease motion. As you can see, I am placing it as if I am doing a cut crease, but it's not really a cut crease, okay? So you can always do your eyes that way as well. And next, I am taking the same brush that has that brown color, and I am blending out the edges. That's why I say I want the cut crease look, but not actually doing a cut crease, and that is the way that you do that, okay? So you guys can watch what I did on the other eye. Now I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills liner, wing liner. I'm going to do somewhat of a wing, but not really. It's just lining my, I'm just lining my natural eyes. So it's not a wing liner. I guess, I'm not even sure what you call them, a half a wing. I went ahead and applied my lashes off camera, and I am taking my full spectrum eyeliner, and I am lining the bottom of my eye. I love this eye pencil, guys. It is so black, and you don't have to go in so many times, although I like to scrub it on my eyes. But it is a great, like, real good pencil, okay? And I'm also using a regular little brush for me to smoke out the bottom of that black, just to make it look smoky. And as you can see right now, I am applying my moisturizer from Murad. It is a oil and poreless control moisturizer, and I love this moisturizer. It does help control my oil, and also going in with my porefessional to blur out these pores, baby, because I have a lot of pores in those areas that you see me applying it right there. For primer, I am also taking my Benefit Cosmetics pore primer, which is a matte rescue. It does leave your skin matte, okay? Next, I'm going to be color correcting using my Anastasia um, concealer kit, I think it's called. So I'm just taking that orangey peachy color, and I'm just color correcting. I love to color correct around my mouth because you don't want that shadow look when you go to put on your foundation. And also I go over my little dark spots that I have on my cheekbone just to make it, you know, snatch. And yes, guys, so if you are oily, okay, calamine lotion, I use it. Some people may not agree with it, but it works for me. It helps my foundation go on smoothly. It makes my foundation look smooth when I'm done. Do I recommend it? Yes. Now, the only thing that I will say, as you can see before I apply it, I do put this on as my last layer on the skin. I make sure that I still moisturize, I still prime, I still take care of my pores. So when I apply this product, it's not going into direct contact with my skin, okay? Do I recommend it? Get you some calamine lotion, sis. And next, where I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. Yes, this is an Anastasia look. If you haven't noticed yet, sis, yes, it's featured Anastasia, okay? and I'm just applying it with a foundation brush on my skin. This is semi my perfect match, kind of, okay? And I will have everything below, and I'm using my Ancient Cosmetics pure rose water that they sent to me, and I'm just spraying it just one time, just so when I blend it out it could give me a smooth effect. And the brush that I am using is from BOXYCHARM. If you guys don't know what BOXYCHARM is and you're just starting out with makeup, I would definitely recommend it to you. This is a company that you pay $22 a month and they send you over $150. If not, this month all my product was for $220. They send you full size product, name brand product. Um I've gotten Becca, and just get it, sis, okay? It's worth your $22. I would not come and tell you to get something if it ain't worth it. Okay? And if you are interested, I'm going to also have my link below so you can go ahead and let them know that I was the one who sent you to them. Okay, I would say BOXYCHARM, and they'll have a link. You want to make sure you go through that link, and boom, you'll be signed up. And as you can see, all I am doing right there is I'm just cleaning up the top of my brow with the foundation, because yeah, you don't want to be looking funny. And for concealer, I'm going in with this Benefit concealer, y'all. I am in love with this concealer. This concealer is bomb. And I'm just going to be highlighting all the areas that, people normally highlight: under the eyes, the middle of your head, that 5 head. You want to go ahead and, yeah, snatch it up real quick. The top of the lips, as well as the chin and the nose. And right now I'm using a Real Technique setting brush for me to go ahead and blend out under the eye on all the area that I did put the concealer in. Now I do allow that area to get a little tacky, so I don't directly go in right after I put the concealer down, because you just want to let it get tacky just a little bit, so that way it could give you a full coverage type of look. Then I'm going to be going back in with my foundation brush to make sure that that is blended and it doesn't have that harsh look. As you can see, I'm not sure if you guys could see it before, but the harsh look that it has, you don't want that harsh look. So you want to go in with your foundation brush just to blend those areas, the tips, out. For contouring, we're going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. I'm going to contour the cheekbone, the forehead, and the nose. Then I'm going to be taking my contour brush from Luxie Brushes, which I also have a link for them as well, guys, if you want to go ahead and save you some coins. This is a brush that is specifically made for contouring, and I am just blending those areas out. I am going in an upward motion. Do you see why I applied the foundation right down the cheekbone? You see how instead of, if it was lower, then it would have dropped my face down. Putting it a little bit slightly higher makes it go in the right place that I need it to go in. Taking my same setting brush, I am going in and I am just blending it in the highlight portion with the contour portion, so it won't be patchy, so it's just seamless. Now I am just blending out my nose contour. This little brush here, I'm not sure where I got it from, guys. You can check Amazon for it, but I'm just using it just to blend out the contour on my nose. To set all of my highlighted areas, I'm going to go in with the loose setting powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Banana. And I'm just going to set all the areas in which I went ahead and highlighted. And guys, I've switched up my routine as well for the setting. I only just go in with a little bit of setting powder and I literally just set. I do no longer um, go ahead and bake or all that extra stuff. I also like to go in with the same setting powder and set my eyebrows, just so, if I'm getting oily or it looks shiny, I just set it while I'm setting my face. And for my contoured area, I'm just going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. You guys know I love using bronzer as my contour shade, and it's in the shade Mahogany. And I'm just going over that contour and setting it using the same contour brush that I use to blend out that contour. Moving on to blush. To blush, I am going to use this blush kit that I have from Benefit Cosmetic. I'm taking the shade California. I love that blush. It just gives you the right amount of blush that you need, and it also has a little bit of shimmer to it. And I'm just applying it, of course, on my cheek. For highlight, I'm going in with the Anastasia Sun Dip Glow Kit, and I am going to take those two top shade, okay, for me to go ahead and highlight with. And I'm just using a Morphe highlighter brush, I believe, and I'm focusing it on the higher cheekbone section of my face. I do like to go back with the blush brush and go over the highlight a little bit just to make them blend into each other. It just gives it a nice little radiant effect. And for lips, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Milkshake lipstick. And I am lining my lips with chestnut, which I've already done, as you can see. And I'm just applying the Milkshake lipstick on. To set the whole face and bring everything together, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Dish Slick setting spray and spraying the face. Boom, there you guys have it. Definitely will have all of the products that I use listed down below. Make sure you check down the description below and go ahead and hit the like button. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you want to see how I achieve my hair to do this little cute little puff curly thing that I have going on, I did previously post a video on how I achieved that hairstyle. So definitely go ahead, guys, and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to follow your girls on all of her social medias: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything. Okay, so I would love to see you guys next time. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Bye.